Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It is absolutely gorgeous. As we kick off our second annual Pink by the Bay and our partnership with Northwell Health to raise awareness of breast health in women and men during October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This afternoon, together with our colleagues from the town of Babylon, we are going to be lighting both Babylon's and Islip Town Hall cupola pink for the month of October. From Northwell Health, let me begin by introducing my good friend, Donna Morovic, who's the Executive Director of Northwell.
Just being in healthcare, I say this all the time, and I said this last year. My mom was a breast cancer survivor, and I am a firm believer, do not miss your mammography. It's a small little thing. There's a great place right across the street, great imaging. I am a nurse. I am a nurse practitioner. I tell everybody that's my confession, as well as being the CEO of a hospital. So I make sure not only do our patients take care of themselves, but so does our staff. Everybody's afraid. I get these calls about what should I do? Can I go to places? First and foremost, Northwell would never jeopardize the well-being of anyone. Our cleaning, we meet all the standards for CDC, and we actually have social distancing. Not only that, but we prepare the entire waiting room. Waiting happens in the cars in most of our places. We limit visitors in most of our hospitals. We have 4-hour block time, which is based on our governor standardizing our visiting hours with one visitor. So at the end of the day, I'd be more afraid not to have testing and not to go to the hospital, because if you need something, we're there for you for a reason. Our hospitals are safe. All of our outpatient offices are safe, as well as our imaging centers. So don't be afraid. Time can hurt you if you allow it to pass and not have the appropriate tests. So I just want to thank all of you. And breast cancer is a big deal. Breast cancer I just had someone speak at one of our events, a 33-year-old woman who did not even know. She actually happens to be Melissa Banner's patient, did not even know. She did her own breast exam and found a lump. So this is a big deal, and thank you very much for inviting us. The town of Islip's been a great partner for everything, actually. I want to introduce our Deputy Executive Director, Lenny Nardowitz, who's a real partner in all of this, too. So thank you, Angie, and thanks for your support for Southside Hospital.
So with this going pink, as you drive or walk along Main Street from East Islip, Bayshore, and points west to the town of Babylon, you'll notice pink banners, ribbons, and storefronts that will be adorned in pink. We have about 140 participants this year, so it's really growing. We hope that seeing the color pink will serve as a visual reminder to the community to get their annual mammogram. And I know earlier I said that breast cancer is something we know affects women, but it does affect men too. And I would like to recognize someone who has been very, very active over the years in breast cancer health awareness for both men and women, because he was and is a breast cancer survivor, and that is past legislator Cameron Alden. And he's attended many of the events that we've had in the past, so I just wanted to recognize him for his efforts. So without further ado, I would like to bring up Dr. Melissa Fana, who is with Northwell Health, and she's going to share some words with us.
Thank you all. Thank you for having me here. Breast cancer is a very treatable disease. 1 out of 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime, and men are also affected with breast cancer. As part of Imbert Cancer Center and South Shore University Hospital, we have amassed a wonderful team, multidisciplinary cancer team, to provide the highest quality care to the community. Although COVID has taken a toll on this community, it has not stopped us from treating people with breast cancer. And so one of the most important things to do is to get imaging, mammogram, ultrasound, MRI, which we set up in a very safe protocol environment where patients are protected from exposure to COVID. So I just want to reiterate the team that we have here at Imbert Cancer Center that is a short distance from South Shore University Hospital and the state-of-the-art facility that we have to provide minimally invasive surgery care using the latest technology. One of the ways we operate is hidden scar. Today, treatment of breast cancer is far different than it was 20, 30 years ago. There are a lot of stories of women and men who are afraid of how they'll be treated and what the outcome is and the toll it'll take on their life and their quality of life. And I can tell you that with the advancements that we have in the technology of breast cancer management, that's no longer necessary to have scars that would affect somebody's life, altered physical appearance. We've really come a long way. Also, personalizing breast cancer treatment is something that we take very seriously. Not all breast cancer is the same. The biology of the cancer is far more important than the stage. So that's important to recognize and to know that we are here to provide that high quality care and personalize each patient's treatment plan. So with that being said, I just want to emphasize again that we provide very well rounded care, including genetic testing, physical therapy, specialized care for lymphedema. And so this is an opportunity, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, and Pink on the Bay, to understand the importance of early detection, of mammogram, and other services that we could facilitate for patients. So that's what we're here to provide.
Next, I'd like to bring up Valerie Berger, who, as you heard earlier, is the Assistant VP for the Cancer Service Line at Northwell Health, to please say a few words.
So hello, my name is Valerie Berger, and I am an oncology nurse, and as you heard, the Assistant Vice President of Cancer Services in the Eastern region for Northwell Health and their hospitals. Pink by the Bay is what it looks like when people join together to fight a common cause, and it happens because their hearts speak to each other. Often we see other people in need, and it unites us to be our best selves. This year has certainly taught us that. Pink by the Bay was conceived of 2 years ago. Starting in January of 2019, for close to a year, the Community Relations Department worked vigorously to engage and ignite the storefronts along Main Street, from East Islip to Babylon Village, to blaze their storefronts pink with a common purpose: to support our community members who have been diagnosed with breast cancer, to raise awareness, encouraging women to seek screening, and to educate themselves about a disease that will affect 1 in 8 women. So go for your screening. Go for your follow-up. Screening is the only way we catch breast cancer early, and it's essential that you take that step. Please show up for yourselves. Breast cancer doesn't wait, and neither do we. Northwell Health is here for you. I want to thank you today for being here as we celebrate the 2nd annual Pink by the Bay kickoff. As we are together, as we are apart, we remain strong, and we remain the South Shore community that we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valerie, for those very thoughtful comments about community, because I know we in the town of Islip really cherish the fact that we do live that sense of community, even though we are the 3rd largest town in the state of New York, which I like to share, but there is that sense of community. And we share that sense of community with the town of Babylon. Supervisor Rich Schaefer has been a partner in a lot of what has been going on governmentally in our towns. We work very closely together. He chairs the Supervisors Association, and I know how important all of this is to him, so much so that he sent his whole team down here today. And I don't know if I recognized you earlier, but I'm going to do it again in case I did. But we have Councilman Terrence McNally. Sweeney. It was still Irish, so it was all right. Okay.
We might be related.
And Councilwoman,
Town
Clerk Jerry Compitello, and to share a few words on behalf of the town of Babylon, their receiver of taxes, Jennifer Montiglio. Jennifer?
Hi, my name is Jennifer Montiglio. I'm the receiver of taxes for Town of Babylon. I'm joined today by Terrence McSweeney, Councilman Terrence McSweeney, and Town Clerk Jerry Campitello. We are happy to represent Supervisor Schaefer and the rest of our town board. I'd like to thank Supervisor Angie Carpenter and her team for inviting us today, and also to Northwell Health for putting this great Pink by the Bay initiative together. Babylon Town Hall will join Town of Islip United, and businesses across the South Shore will be lighting up pink for the month of October. The Town of Babylon is a proud supporter of the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition and also First Company Pink Got Checked, whose mission is to raise awareness to a younger generation and help them understand the importance of getting checked early. Breast cancer knows no borders, it doesn't discriminate, and it's devastating to the families that it affects. We send our hope, strength, and love to anybody battling this horrible disease, and thank you again for including us.
Thank you so much. And you know, Jennifer touched on it a little bit when she said it shows no boundaries. I think everyone standing here today can relate to someone in their lives, whether it's family, whether it's a close friend, a colleague, someone whose lives have been touched by breast cancer. I know it has happened in my family, and it does affect the entire family. It's just not the patient. So what we're doing here today is kicking off this initiative to raise that awareness. And we're not going to be able to see it, I don't think, because the sun is shining so brightly. But as we're doing this here in the town of Islip, it's happening also in the town of Babylon, that our cupolas will be lit pink for the entire month of October. So I would ask my colleagues, both from Babylon and Islip, to come join me, and let's throw the switch on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.